I just had a lovely lady come in. She was in her 90s and she was buying breast prosthesis and mastectomy bras. And here's something to remember. It doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. We all want to look our best and feel our best. Hi, my name is Sherry from Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique. And this is sometimes things that we forget. We think, oh, our mother is elderly. She's not going to really care if she's wearing her breast prosthesis or not. And the fact is, people care. And not only do we care about our appearance, but it's how we feel. So this lady had a double mastectomy years and years ago. And she was wearing breast prostheses that weren't appropriate for her body anymore. They were no longer in proportion. And as a result, she didn't look her best. She didn't feel her best. She was hunching over quite a bit. And it was all because of these breast prostheses that were old. And in fact, they weren't even proper breast prosthesis. They were something that she'd picked up at like a lingerie store. So wrong size for her at this point in time. Maybe when she bought them, they were okay. Anyway, we fit her with probably 2 sizes bigger. And when she put on the t-shirt, you know, because I have a white t-shirt that I have people try on their breast prosthesis with, she was like, oh, wow, like her breasts were in the right spot. They were proportioned to her body. And she kept saying, I feel so good. I feel so good. This feels right. And it's because her breast prosthesis were proportionate to her body. She felt like herself again. And she was saying, well, this is how I remembered I looked. This is how I used to look. And just the fact that her clothes were fitting her better, it changed everything. And her daughter was with her, and her daughter was like, wow, you look great, Mom. That is the right size. Because initially we were like, oh, well, let's keep the girl small, very similar to what she came in with. But, you know, talking to her, she said, yeah, I wouldn't mind trying something bigger. And then I wouldn't mind trying something a little bit. And this is a very independent, you know, beautiful woman in her 90s. And she is still very sociable. She still goes out. She goes out to lunch. She goes out to activities. She drives, you know. So, you know, there's kind of a stigma, I guess, like, oh, somebody at a certain age, they don't care about their appearance anymore. The breast prosthesis, they don't really matter anymore. Trust me when I tell you, they matter. They matter to the individual. They matter to the people around them. They matter to how they interact. And it's very dismissive if we think, you know, that person doesn't count anymore. And that person feels it, trust me. So, very happy to say, this beautiful lady walked out with a brand new silhouette. She looked really good. She was saying how good she felt. And, you know, I think this is just another success story. Not just from my end, but from her end. She did comment, she's like, oh, this is kind of expensive. But she's like, yeah, but you know, I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of them. She goes, I never take them off, because she had the previous ones. So for her, it was an investment into her self-worth. Absolutely worth the investment. So let me know, have you done that? Have you maybe dismissed somebody from something because of their age? I know I had a male friend whose mom had breast cancer, and she was probably late 70s, and she had a single breast removed. And he, you know, he was very worried about his mom. But he said, oh, well, you know, she's in her 70s. She doesn't need her breast anymore. You know, at least there's that. And I had to bite my tongue, because if that's the way he thinks, then there's no way he's gonna understand that it does matter. It doesn't matter what age you are, it matters. It's a part of your body. And of course, he wasn't seeing her as a vibrant woman. He was seeing her as mom. You know, his mom isn't, you know, attractive. His mom isn't sexual. His mom isn't, you know, whatever, because that's his mom. But at the end of the day, she is a beautiful, vibrant woman who wanted both breasts. So she ended up the breast prosthesis. Not from me, because that's a friend of mine. But yeah, so don't discount somebody because of their age. Has anybody discounted you because of your age? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.